Hello, YouTube, and welcome to the draft breakdown of FLI Season 2, which is being hosted in Chromatic League. I am your host, Vanilla Snorlax, the man, the myth, the not legend, who is the coach and owner of the Munchlaxter United organization, I suppose you could say. Today we are going to go over the team that we drafted, and I'm going to pause for a second and give Orange a rant channel. Hold on. Alright, we are back. He got the rants channel. I'm going to link the Discord so you can go say what he has to say. My PR's video is coming out after the 24-hour transactions. I think most people did their transactions already, but I am going to wait until that happens. So, FLI starts. We finally, well, it was only about a week, but we got enough people. I think it was thanks to that beautiful poster. Thank you very much, James, for that poster. And we ended up getting, more than 16 people, but we have 16 people in the draft. And we started 3 or so days ago, all one pool, post DLC 2, which is awesome. I don't think it's totally coded onto sports, but that's how it's just gonna have to be, unfortunately. But I want to go over the team I drafted and what I was thinking. So first round, we were 5th pick, right after Dead Red, and as you could probably tell by my showdown background and the thumbnail, I drafted the one, the only Kieran Black. Now Kieran Black is banned, or Dragon Dance Kieran Black is completely banned. I will not be able to use Dragon Dance, but even without Dragon Dance, not getting reliable stab on the physical side, you can take a look at the move pool here. Physical stab is amazing. Like, you used to have to rely on an Ice Beam, or you have to invest in the special side. Now you can just go full physical. Access to Hone Claws, and I believe Scale Shot. Yeah, access to Scale Shot. A lot of times you can just run max invested attack. You won't really need any more attack, you just need speed, so Scale Shot can be great for that. Excellent move pool, as you can see on the special side specifically. Really amazing Psychic, Shadow Ball. Like, there's a lot of options for tech. Zen Head, but Iron Head is also an option it has. Dual Wing Bait is also something that I think come in like really handy. Obviously it has Free Shock. If I want to just nuke something, I could just run Banded Free Shock and something can just die. Fly is an option. There are a lot of things that I can do with this mon. If I wanted to run defensive, I could run Body Press. I wanted this mon specifically because a lot of people will know, if you know me personally, quote unquote, or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So, I was the Ice Elite 4. I was like Ice Gym Leader for a long time. I was Ice E4 back in Generation 8 before we made the switch to Nactex. And after Nactex, I was Ice E4. I was Ice Leader and E4 for a while until I stepped down. But Kieran Black from my first bit in Gen 8 was amazing, and I loved using it. It was so much fun. I really didn't need to Dragon Dance a lot of the times. I could just like dish out damage, and that was amazing. Sedge. I mean, there's so many options here. And one thing I really like about Kieran Black that I don't like a lot about, well, I have an issue with a lot of other dragons. This typing here specifically it's okay. It's a lot better than I feel like other dragons are, which is weird because it's ice. But you know, this dragon type not being weak to ice because it resists itself is really cool. A dragon helping out with the fire and all those weaknesses that ice usually has an issue with is also amazing. Offensively, dragon and ice are like alone two of the best types in the game, and put together they're just amazing, especially when you add reliable stab. It's just insane how much damage this thing can dish out. The only issues I have with this mon, or actually, well, it gets a little worse because we banned Z moves. With Z moves, this mon would have been totally broken. Just because now I can nuke stuff with an unholy amount of damage. But I can't, obviously, now because we banned them. Items. This one got a lot better with heavy duty boots. Obviously, leftovers, life orb, all great options, but boots is going to really affect this mon's longevity. As you can see here, if I'm not invested, I hit 376. Mons like Weavile, you know, fully invested, don't even hit that, right? That's full Adamant Weavile. Don't even hit that attack stat. which is crazy because that means I have Weavile's attack set in my special attack. So I can go mixed. I really don't need to run any investment on the physical side. I'll be doing crazy amounts of damage anyway. Boots is great. This speed tier is disappointing. It's a very crowded speed tier. But obviously it's completely remedied by this power and amazing natural bulk. 125 HP backed by 90 and 100 base defenses are insane. Like, that is an unholy amount of natural bulk. Yeah, and I really love ice types. I really love Kieran B. Whoa. I can't spell. Don't worry. I'm gonna name Kieran Black Virtue. I always do. I love this name. I love this mon. I love everything about it. Moving on. I don't want to spend too much time simping over Kieran Black, but I am a massive Kieran Black simp. Next pick I picked up was, I believe it was, yeah. So obviously this mon has a few like really big issues. One of them, or most prominently, you know, being the fairy, being the steel, being a few things really. Major issue, rocks, you know, steel, fighting. So I patched those up with these next two picks. First I went with Heatran. Tran is another mon, just like Kieran Black. I have never used in Draft League, but is amazing. I've used other places and it is completely amazing. I wanted a fire type that had no weakness to rocks or stealth, or it goes neutral with stealth rocks. So I originally had Infernate, but I got sniped with that, which is actually a good thing. I think I've used Infernate before. It's my favorite mon to use in draft, and I think I wanted to push myself outside of my comfort zone. And with this league, I've only drafted one mon that I've used before. So I'm very proud of, you know, how this draft went, at least with the mons I'm using that they're new. Heatran does so many different things. It can be amazing typing, completely like gets rid of fairies, helps with the rock weakness. The fighting weakness is the only common denominator these two share, I believe, which is annoying for sure, absolutely annoying for sure, but can be worked around. Speed tier is pretty good. I'm pretty sure we fill in between that. We might actually, I'm not 100% sure if we fill between that. But it's just a really great mon, and I think it really rounds out a dragon and a steel excellently. It can do both things. Its move pool is amazing. Obviously in Magma Storm, being able to trap the opponent if you hit it is awesome, because you can taunt, you can toxic, you can set rocks, you can Will-O-Wisp, you can do so many things with this mon. You can phase. Scarf Eruption's totally viable. And yeah, it can do a lot of things. Great stall breaker, great wall breaker. Another mon that would be amazing with C moves, but obviously they're banned. So yeah, I am a big fan of this, and I'm getting a text that I don't really care about. I am going to name this mon. I already have it pulled up because I'm a bad speller and I would already spell it wrong. Hephaestus. Hephaestus was the Greek god of blacksmithing, I think, and fire. So I think it fits perfectly with this name, obviously, which is cool. And yeah, moving on. So obviously the biggest weakness right now would be the common fighting weakness and the water weakness to an extent, but KB kind of takes care of that depending on the water type. Hephaestus has an issue with fighting. Virtue has an issue with fighting, so we picked up Togekiss. Now Togekiss is going to be our fairy for the team. This is another mon I have never used before in Draft League, but I'm very excited to use. Has excellent bulk, which is not the main reason I picked it up, but has very good bulk. Switching into fighting type attacks and taking it virtually 0. Understood, a lot of fightings have, you know, rock coverage or some sort of form of coverage, but either way, the typing itself just lends itself good to the team. Obviously, boots, scarf, specs. This mon is only reserved for the biggest of brain players with, you know, like air slash. So don't worry, I'll be using 100% of the brain. These two share a rocks weakness, which is annoying. We kind of patched that up later. Rock's weakness is kind of a theme throughout our team, but there are ways to get rid of it. It also gives us our first defogger, which is amazing. Yeah. Anything else? Nothing really. We're not too weak to ice. We're very not weak to ice. We're not weak to electric, or we're kind of weak to electric, but not really. So moving on. After Togekiss, we had our Mega, and I was really just had a hard time picking a Mega this time around. Um. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next pick we picked up, yeah, we were looking for a Mega, and Red and I were both looking for a Mega. We were both having a hard time deciding what we wanted. I had a really hard time because a lot of the Megas had already gone. It was the third round, but a lot of people were picking up Megas that I had on my mind or on the board as an option. But finally, I got to use a Mega that I am so excited to use, and that is a Mega Medicham. And if you know me personally, or regular Medicham is one of my favorite mons ever because of its performance that I had in LTBL, which is a low tier league where I Medicham like got 100 million kills, and it was amazing. I'm naming it after that one. Her name was Jasmine. Mega Medicham, I have no reason to say what it does. It is amazing. Good priority fake out and bullet punch, along with great coverage like poison jab, ice punch. HJK is an amazing fighting stab if it hits. Thunder punch is great. Access, this might seem stupid, but access to grass knot and grass knot and energy ball is amazing if I'm fighting something like a Quagsire. In the last league I was in, I had to fight a Quagsire, and it just completely hardwalled me, and I just ran a little bit of investment within special attack and energy ball, and I completely removed it. Base 100 is okay, but pure power is really where it comes in. I really almost will never need to run fully invested on attack. I can power creep after rocks and stuff like that. Speed is also not too big of a deal for me. I'm going to be speed creeping a lot. These three are excellent breakers. Base 100 is the fastest we have now, but we can fix that. We fix that later. Yeah, but these three are going to be punching massive holes. This thing can, I believe, taunt. No, it can't taunt. Can't teleport. No, it can't teleport. That would be amazing if it could teleport. But yeah, these two specifically, Hephaestus can, but we'll see. But these three definitely can punch holes in my opponent's wall, and do crazy things to them, which is amazing, and I'm so excited to use them, honestly. Next up, we took the only member that I've ever used before on this team, and was a part of the Munchstocks United for SPDL Season 3 that I uploaded, which is Alamomola. Now, Aloe, obviously, I don't need to talk about it. It's Alamomola. It pairs really well with Hephaestus. I feel like Hephaestus takes care of ground types grass type 10 times over. Alamomola can just sponge hits. I mean, 165 along with 80. Sped F weak for sure, but it does what it does. It wish passes, which is also something that Togekiss can do that I forgot to mention. But yeah, Alamomola can wish pass. It has knockoff. It can apply a little bit of pressure with Toxic. It's pretty passive, but that's just how the mon is, really. Yeah. Excellent mon with Regenerator. It gives me a good pivot in a lot of situations. Alomomola is Alomomola. I really don't need to spend too much time talking about it. As you can see right now, we have only one form of removal, and we're a little electric weak. We have Alomomola and Togekiss. Understandably, these two resist electric, but still yet, I always want a ground type. And for this ground type, I wanted something that could also remove. So I was between either Gligar or I was between Gligar and what? Donphan. I didn't like Donphan too much for the speed tier. I wanted something a little faster. Or I didn't like Donphan. Yeah, I said that. Okay. So I picked up Gligar. Gligar is an excellent mono draft league. Great physical wall. Great special wall too. I think it slipped down a little bit on the special side. With a Violet, it's great. Sandville, immunity. Immunity is excellent because I can't be Toxic stalled at that point, which is really good. Usually it's almost always going to have a Violet, but I can set up as like a pseudo Gloss Score, both of which can't be poisoned. Excellent defog mon. Quake Cone Claws knockoff, Poison Jab. It's a mon that is a passive. It's not a passive wall. It can U-turn, Swords Dance, Tailwind, Taunt. It can do a lot of different things that a lot of other, I feel like, walls. Or this isn't, I guess, a wall, but a lot of defensive biased mons can't do. It's not horribly ground weak or rocks weak, which is great, which is something I obviously like here on this team. But yeah, great mon. Alola, I forgot to name you. Valentine. Is that how you spell that? I feel like that's wrong. Gligar, I'm not sure what to name. I always have a hard time naming Gligar and Gliscor. But the next mon I was looking for, and I really wanted a poison. I really wanted a poison, or I wanted a dark type this round, and a lot of them are going. Yeah, a lot of the mons I. Sorry, I'm laughing at something someone DM'd me. Yeah, but I really wanted a poison, or I wanted a dark type, and I thought, hey man, why don't I just combine both? So I grabbed Skuntank. Now Skuntank is a mon I'm really excited to use. It gives me another defogger, it gives me a grounded poison, it gives me a dark type. At this point we're a little scared of the ground, but not too much. We have Togekiss and Valentine, but as you can see we have Togekiss and Gligar, but as you can see we have 1, 2, 3 mons that are weak to the ground right now, which isn't great, but hey. This mon has excellent coverage, great ability in Aftermath. I can always, leave the opponent with something. Can't be set up on too easily with foul play. Haze is excellent. Lash Out, Home Class Momentum, Knock Off, Poison Jab, Play Rough, Roar, Sucker Punch, Taunt. These are all great moves. Grounded Poison, so I can absorb spikes. Stats are a little middling and lackluster, honestly, but it's an HP wall, which is fine. As you can see, like, he has a higher SPDF than Valentine, which is obviously not justifiable because of this attack, the HP, but has a decent speed tier, especially for a wall. I can get the jump on other walls and taunt things, along with Toxic. Explosion's always cool, I guess I could use that. Memento can set up another wall, yeah, but it's just a great mon in general. Corrosive Gas is also something else interesting that's like a pseudo knockoff, or I'm not sure why you would use it over knockoff, but it's there. Fire Spin, Toxic is something I'm gonna bring once, so watch out. But yeah, Skuntank is Skuntank, and I'm very excited to use them on, actually. Then as you can see, we currently have no grass type, and we're a little lacking on ground resist, so I decided to pick up my grass type now. And like I mentioned, now we're not as much, but we're not fighting resistant. Fighting is still a good type, especially if used in combination with Stedge or something. Edgequake, we're kind of Edgequake weak right now. So I wanted a cheap grass type that could take care of the physical role that I wanted it to play, and eventually we got that. So wait, where am I? I lost something. Yeah, okay. So then I picked up Gourgeist. Now I have access to all the Gourgeists, so I can make it fill different roles. Insomnia and Frisk. Frisk is an excellent ability in Draft League, being able to scout the opponent that way. Completely will help me with fighting, completely will help me with the ground weaknesses. Has access to Poltergeist now, which is awesome. Trick Room, if I wanted a Trick Room mode. Destiny Bond. Fire Blast has really good coverage for this mon for a ghost type. Synthesis is an excellent move for this mon specifically, or it's an excellent move for any mon, but being able to heal up is awesome and really a big deal for me. Power Whip, excellent. Abilities, Will-O-Wisp, and Move Pool, great move pool for a low tier wall. It was only worth 8 points, which is amazing. But yeah, Gourgeist, I'm really excited to use this mon as well. I think it can do a lot for me if I use it correctly. And yeah. Let me pause really fast. Okay, sorry, I need to pull up the draft deck because I kind of forgot what I took next. But I was having a hard time because I had 16 points left and I needed to fill 3 spots. And I still had that kind of fighting weakness, and I still had that sort of rocks weakness. I only have 3 forms of removal, which isn't horrible, but it's definitely not as much as I wanted. Also, yeah, we only have 2 rockers, which is not great. I just noticed that, or not just noticed that, but I'm just bringing it up that we only have 2 rockers, and I'm not too jazzed about that, but it's how it is. I might try to look for more rockers, but whatever. But as you can see, we're actually very slow. Our team is it's crazy slow. Jasmine is the fastest thing, and that's only base 100. So I was like, man, we need to fix that issue. Now, usually I really do not like double poison on any teams, but this specific combo of poison, I really enjoy, and I don't mind at all. So I picked up for 13 points, which left me with 3 points, Crobat. Now, Crobat has an excellent speed tier. It's, 130 is nothing to sneeze at, especially if that's your fastest mon. There's a gap between Jasmine and Crobat, but we feel that, don't worry about it. Good attack, excellent bulk. It's a very bulky mon. Heavy duty boots obviously made this a lot better. We're a little rock speak again, stealth rock speak, but not too much anymore. Gives me another form of defog. This mon's an excellent abuser of boots and leftovers and pretty much every utility mon. Haze. I can run nasty plot, which is amazing. Toxic U-turn. Now the reason I don't really mind Skunk Tank and Crobat together, is because the main weaknesses that poison at least how I use them, or in general I guess, is ground and psychic. And psychic can't touch Skunk Tank because of his dark typing, and ground can't touch Crobat because of his flying typing. This core also works well with Drapion. I've seen them together on teams and they work fine. So I figured, hey, Drapion is kind of like, or Skunk Tank is kind of like better Drapion for cheaper points. So, you know, it'll be fine. You know, it'll be fine. I'm not sure how much I feel about, how great I feel about it, but I definitely like it. I definitely like the speed. If either one of these were to go, it'd be Skunk Tank for a better dark, I think. But I want to use Skunk Tank, and they both give a defog, which is cool. Also, they both go at least neutral to fighting. So next we had that speed tier gap I was talking about, and I was really worried about not being able to fill it, but of course we were able to. So we go from 130 to 100, which is not good at all. So I was like, man, we need to fix that ASAP. So there I am, right there I was scrolling through the 1 and 2 point tiers, and I was like, yo, I see a mon I want to use so bad. Also, we haven't been naming these. Your name is Jack. I don't know what's in the Crobat. I always have a problem with Crobat. And then I finally came across the chosen one. The chosen one. Now, to be clear, the reason I chose this, I think there are better options that down there. It's quite a weak mon. Its attacks are really not that great. Or its attack stat. Its attacks are pretty awesome, actually. Its move pool is great. But its attack stat is not good. But as you can see, we do not lack any we do not lack any power. We have Kieran Black, Hephaestus, Mega Metacham, and even stuff like Crobat and Gligar can put pressure on. Togekiss can put pressure on. So it's not like we're lacking breakers. We have 3 great breakers right here. So I was like, I need speed, I need utility, I need pivoting, because as of right now we have 1, 2 mons that can pivot. I was like, I just need to move around. I need to be a little more free. So I grabbed the cat Persian. Persian hits 115, which is enough for me to justify this speed tier gap. 115 isn't great, and as you can see, 70 base attack is not too good, but Limber and Technician are both great. Fake Out is an excellent move and has access to Gunk Shot, Foul Play, Knockoff, Play Rough, phasing with Roar, Seed Bomb, and Shadow Claw, which are both really cool. Taunt is awesome. I'm pretty sure it gets no, it doesn't get Thunder Wave. That's sad. I thought it might have Thunder Wave, but it doesn't matter. Toxic U-turn. U-turn was the big one for me. And Fake Out is also big. I think I will be bringing this, not a lot, but I will definitely be bringing this mon. I think that late game as a cleaner, Fake Out cleaner, it can definitely more than do its job with KB, Hephaestus, and Metacham breaking through my opponent. And other walls to revenge kill, if they're going to bring Scarfers, or they're going to bring faster offensive threats, I can definitely lean back on my walls here. We're a little Spadef weak again, but it's not as bad this time because we have Hephaestus and Togekiss to lean on, right? Which is awesome. So if they want to play another offensive game, I can lean back on my walls, or I can Scarf something, and we can kind of move around that, which is great. The last mon, I really only had 2 points. There wasn't a lot, but there is so much value down the 2-3 point section. It is unreal. And no one had drafted this mon, and I thought that was crazy how they didn't. But I took Frogadier. Frogadier was something I really wanted because I don't know if you can see that on the layout. You can kind of see it on the layout. Frogadier is something I really wanted because of its ability. The ability Protean. The Protean ability is not banned on this Frogadier. Take a look at Frogadier's stats, which is okay, but with Protean, it's gonna be doing great. It's gonna be amazing. So, look at this. I got U-turn, Grass Knot, Gunk Shot, Dark Pulse, Blizzard, Ice Beam, Ice Punch, Low Kick, Power Up Punch, Quick Attack, Rock Slide, Scald, Substitute, U-turn, Toxic Spikes, and I don't think I have regular spikes yet. No, just T-Spikes, which is fine. This is just a wonderful move pool. It's a wonderful tier 2 mon. I think this can come a lot, honestly. And I think it's a great slide on. It can slide on to any team, especially with, you know, something like Reboot. This mon, Reboot. All those are great last second throw-ons. It's another electric weakness. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, but we have 1 immunity, 1 resist, and 2 resist. So it's 3 resist. So it's not horrible, but electric volt switch kind of an issue, not too much. HP is banned, hidden power. So Gligar's not gonna have to worry about HP ice from your fast electric type. So that'll be much easier to deal with. But yeah, I'm going to be uploading a PRs. Orange is writing PRs right now that are going to be a lot harsher than mine are. I'm going to be focusing on what you did right because, hey man, we're here to learn and experiment and have some fun. So goodbye, God bless, and have a great day.